welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be doing a 30-minute power vinyasa flow to help build up strength in the arms and the core. So we'll go ahead and get started by finding Balasana, child's pose. Allow the big toes to touch, spread the knees as wide as is comfortable. Bring your forehead to rest on the mat and extend the arms straight out in front of you. Taking these next few moments to allow yourself to fully arrive. And finding a little bit of stillness before we get into our movement for today. So really take this moment to soften throughout the entire body. Use your breath to release any tension, any tightness. Breathing space into the front, the back, and the sides of the body. Feeling yourself sink deeper into the floor, allowing the hips to rest along the heels, the forearms to melt into the ground. From here, you can gently come onto the fingertips, lifting the elbows, getting a stretch in the front body, the shoulders, the chest. And start to deepen your breath, maybe cultivating Ujjayi breath if that is in your practice. Finding a slight constriction in the back of the throat. Breathing in and out through the nose. From here, you can press into the palms to lift yourself up into tabletop pose. Stacking the joints, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Finding a nice solid foundation here, so go ahead and spread the fingers nice and wide. Press into the palms. Activate the core by drawing the low belly up and in towards the spine. From here, tuck the toes, press into the palms and lift the kneecaps up off of the ground. We'll move into some core work here. So keep pressing into the palms. Keep the knees lifted, and then go ahead and lift the right toes up. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, draw the right knee to the right elbow. Place the right toes back down, keep the knees lifted, and then send the right knee over to the left elbow, finding a twist. Send the toes back. This time, left knee comes to the left elbow. Place the toes back. Finding a twist, left knee to the right elbow. Place the toes back, drop the kneecaps, untuck the toes, inhale for cow pose, exhale for cat, rounding through the spine. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, and exhale, draw the shoulder blades apart, tuck the tailbone. Keep moving through your cats and cows here. And finding any organic movement that feels good. Maybe flipping the fingers for a wrist stretch. Shifting the hips from side to side. And just allow your movement to match your breath. Come back to a neutral tabletop, finding a nice flat spine, and then extend the right leg straight out in front of you, keeping the core engaged. Start to find some pulses here, so lifting that right leg up and down. Finding stillness. Extend the left arm straight out in front of you. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, draw the elbow to the knee round through the spine. Inhale to extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale one last time, round through the spine. Inhale, reach forward, and as you exhale, you're going to come into fire hydrant pose. So you're going to bend the left elbow and bend the right knee. If you need to place the left hand down to find an easier variation, you can do that. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee down, tuck the toes, and just shake out the arms for a minute. Come back to tabletop, untuck the toes, switching sides. Extending the left leg straight out behind you and pulsing that left leg up and down. Finding stillness, and then extend that right arm straight out in front of you, finding length through the spine. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, draw the elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, extend, and then exhale, find fire hydrant. So bending the left elbow out, bending that right knee. Draw the low belly in towards the spine. Keep the core engaged. Press into the right hand. If you need to drop that left hand down, you can. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release the right knee back down. Sink the hips towards the heels, finding child's pose. Resting here for a moment. Begin to reconnect back to the breath. Go ahead and interlace the fingers behind the low back, and then draw the fist up towards the ceiling. From here, bring the crown of the head on the ground and lift the hips up, getting a stretch in the deltoids and the chest. Sink the hips back down, come up onto the knees, and then draw the fists down towards the ground. Lift the chest for a gentle heart opener. And then release the hands to the mat, coming through tabletop. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, straighten out the kneecaps, finding downward facing dog. Press into the palms, spread the fingers nice and wide. You can find a slight bend in the knees here if that's more comfortable. Drawing the heels down towards the ground, lift the hips up higher, draw the low belly in. Gaze forward at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, step or jump. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. We'll find 2 rounds of sun A's here to cultivate more heat into the body. So inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath here. Extend the right leg up for 3-legged dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, shift forward, draw the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And then place the right foot down. Outside of the right hand, drop the back knee, lift the gaze for lizard pose. Plant the left hand down, reach the right arm up for a twist. Press into the left palm, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Heel toe that right foot in slightly if you need to. Press into the left hand, and then come into a high lunge with the twist. Reverse. Bring the right hand to the back leg. And then open the hips up for Warrior Two, facing the long ways of the mat. Sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, flip that front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior, option to find a bind. Straighten out the right leg. Plant the right hand down, reach the left arm up for triangle pose, stacking the shoulders. Inhale here, and then exhale, bring the left bicep to the ear. Inhale as you reach the arms up for high lunge, so spinning onto the back toes, hips facing the front of the mat. Drop the back knee down, open the arms for cactus. Inhale, reach back up, lift the knee. Exhale, drop the knee, cactus arms. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the back knee. Exhale, sink down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Press into the right foot to step forward into chair pose. Sink the hips down, bend the knees. Hands are at heart center. Big inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. From here, you can interlace the hands behind the low back. Draw the fists back, open the chest. Stay here, or option to come onto the toes. Good. Sink the heels down, straighten out the legs, release the bind, reach the arms up, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Place that left foot down to the outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee, lizard pose. Keep that right hand planted down. Lift the left arm up for a twist. Gaze up at the fingers. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Press into the right palm, strong through the back leg as you lift yourself up into a twisted high lunge. Good. Reverse the lunge. Left hand comes to the back of the leg. And then swing the hips open for Warrior Two, bending into the left knee. Right leg is straight. Hips open towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, reach that arm forward. As you exhale, flip that front palm, reverse warrior. Option to find a bind here. Straighten out the left leg for triangle pose. Left hand comes to the shin. Right arm reaches up and over. Stacking the shoulders. Big inhale. As you exhale, draw the bicep to the ear. Sink a bit deeper here. Good. Reach both arms up, coming back into high lunge. So spinning onto the back toes. Drop the back knee, bend the elbows for cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to extend, find length. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. Strong through the back leg as you step that right foot forward to meet the left, finding chair pose. Sink the hips down, hands are at heart center. And then extend the arms back, draw the navel to the thighs. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, straighten the legs, find a slight back bend as you open your heart. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Roll high on the toes, shift into plank pose. We'll find a few shoulder taps here. So drawing that right hand to the left shoulder, place that right hand down. Draw the left hand to the right shoulder, place the left hand down. Moving a bit quicker here as you keep this up, switching each side. Keep the core nice and strong. And keep moving with your breath here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, drop the belly to the ground. Bring your forehead to the ground. Keep the hands underneath the shoulders as you lift yourself up for baby cobra. Draw the elbows in. Exhale, release the forehead to the mat. Interlace the hands behind the back of the head, just along the base of the skull. From here, you're going to inhale. Just lift the head and lift the chest. Keep the toes planted on the ground. So go ahead and inhale, lift up. Engaging the small muscles along the back spine. And then exhale, release. Bring your forehead to the mat. Rest the arms alongside the body with the palms face down. From here, lift the toes up as you inhale. Draw the big toes together. Keep your forehead on the mat. Slowly lower the toes back down. Interlace the fingers behind the low back. This time you'll find Shalabhasana, so you'll lift the head, chest, and feet up off of the mat. Inhale to lift. Draw the fist back towards the back of the mat. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press back into child's pose. Taking a moment here to reconnect with your breath. When you're ready, you can slowly come up through tabletop. Drop onto the forearms here. Make sure the elbows are stacked underneath the shoulders. Coming into forearm plank, so lifting the knees. And then we'll come onto the left side. So bring the left forearm parallel with the top of the mat. Coming onto the left side. Reach the right arm up and over. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Big inhale. As you exhale, scoop the right arm underneath the body. Good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach the arm up. And then exhale, scoop. So we're working on the outer obliques here. Good. Once more, and then reach that arm back up. Place the arm down, switching sides. So coming onto the right arm. Lift the hips up. Reach that left arm up as you take a deep inhale. Exhale, scoop that arm underneath the right side body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale. Keep lifting the hips here. Keep the low belly engaged. One more here. Reach the arm up and then place the arm down. Finding dolphin pose from here, you can interlace the fingers or keep the forearms parallel. Press into the palms, lift the hips, and walk the toes close in towards your body. Draw the low belly in, squeeze the legs together. Breathing here. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the fingers if you took that variation. Press into the palms to lift yourself back into downward facing dog. Pressing into the palms, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Step the left foot forward at the top of the mat, facing the long ways of your mat as you walk the fingers towards the center. Bringing the heels in and the toes out slightly. Bending the knees, sinking the hips down as you come into goddess pose. Sinking the hips down a little bit more. And then from here, bring hands to heart center, pressing the palms firmly together, starting to activate the pecs, the muscles in the chest. And then come high on the left toes, lift the left heel up off of the mat. Sink the heel back down, come up high on the right toes. Sink the right heel down. Option to come up onto both toes now. Sink the hips a little bit deeper. Good. Sink the heels down. Straighten out the legs. This time, draw the toes in and the heels out slightly. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Grow tall through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, find a forward fold. Releasing the palms to the mat, making sure that they're parallel with the feet. Bending the elbows. You can find a slight bend in the knees here if you need to. You can shake the head no, releasing any tension in the neck. And making sure the weight is even between the heels and the balls of the feet. Press into the palms a little bit more, sinking the crown of the head to the mat. From here, we're going to move into tripod headstand. Now, if you're comfortable with inversions and you know how to get into tripod, you can go ahead and go there now. I'm going to cue how to get into it, and if it's your first time coming into this inversion, I really encourage you to take your time. Maybe pause the video, move your mat so that you're closer to a wall. From here, you're going to press into the hands, press into the palms. Draw the crown of the head onto the mat. If you need to, you can readjust the feet so that your stance is a little bit wider. Another option here is to just come down onto the knees to come into the tripod headstand. But from here, you're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. Keep the elbows bent at a 90-degree angle and keep the elbows drawn in towards the body. This is really important here. So you're creating this triangle-like foundation with the head and both of the palms. So you want to make sure that you keep the weight even between all 3 points. Now from here, I'm going to show you how to get into tripod headstand coming down onto the knees. Of course, if you are comfortable coming into this inversion in a wide-legged forward fold, feel free to stay here and work on that as well. So coming down onto the knees, place the palms on the mat, spread the fingers nice and wide. Placing the crown of the head down, lifting the knees, walking the toes in a little bit closer, and then you're going to place one knee on the back of the tricep and the other knee on the back of the tricep as well. Squeeze the arms together and then squeeze the heels towards the glutes. This is a great place to work on building up strength and starting to engage the core as well. If you're comfortable, you can start to lift one leg up and then lift the other. Squeezing the inner thighs together, pointing the big toes together, pressing into the palms, making sure that the weight is even here. From here, you can play around with different leg variations, maybe coming down into a straddle. You can come down the same way, of course, that you came into it, so drawing one knee back onto the tricep and the other as well. Once you're down, go ahead and find a halfway lift. Straighten out both legs. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat. Step both feet forward to come into a forward fold. Inhale to reach the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank, moving through a vinyasa here. Meeting in downward facing dog. From here, you can drop the knees down, cross the ankles, and roll all the way down onto your back. So bringing the spine onto the ground. Releasing the arms alongside the body. From here, we're going to extend the legs straight up in front. pointing the toes. From here, finding a little bit more core work, so dropping that right leg all the way down to the ground, letting it hover. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, drop the left leg down, letting it hover. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, switch, right leg hovers down. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, left leg this time. Keep this up a few more times, making sure the back is flat on the mat. So there shouldn't be any curve in the low spine. Bring both legs back up. Flex the toes here. Reach the arms up. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, find a crunch. So you're going to reach the fingers for the toes. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch. Reach the fingers for the toes. Inhale to release. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release. A few more times just like that. Really engaging your core, squeezing the legs together. Trying to keep the neck and face relaxed here. One more time. Release. This time, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug, maybe rock from side to side. This time, stretching out the hips. So release the left leg straight out in front of you, or you can bring the left sole of the foot on the ground. We're going to come into a half happy baby. So the right arm is going to reach inside of the right foot, wrapping the fingertips around the outer edge of the foot. Drawing that right knee down towards the outer ribs. Gently release that right foot back down and then switch sides. Drawing that left knee in. Bringing the arm to the inside of the left leg. Fingertips wrap around the outer edge of the left foot. Drawing that left knee down. Using this time to come back to your breath. Finding stillness as we slow the heart rate back down. Release the grip on the left foot. Bring both soles together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. So allowing the knees to open, getting a stretch in both of the hips here. You can place the right hand on the low belly and the left hand over the heart. And we'll end our class here today with a cleansing breath together. So exhaling where you are, releasing any stagnant energy. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it out. Feeling your body soften with that exhale. Taking these next few moments for yourself. Finding gratitude for making time to come onto your mat today, to move your body, and just to allow yourself to feel good. This is where I'll leave you for today, but I really encourage you to take these next few moments for yourself, to rest in stillness and silence. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today and for allowing me to guide you through this practice. It's been an honor to practice with you, and I hope to see you in the next class soon. Namaste.